Leaders of the world's largest intergovernmental organization are attending what's called the South Summit. It's 60 years since the G77 was formed within the United Nations framework. 77 developing countries then demanding a new international economic order to give them effective control over their own natural resources. Today, it's expanded to 134 members. The organization's goal is to allow emerging countries from the so-called Global South to join forces to promote their economic interests and strengthen their joint negotiating power on economic issues.
What is common is that there's a recognition that the power in the international system is skewed in favor of the North, both in terms of capital as well as financial system. And it's something that's recognized by everybody. And I think there's a desire to increase agency as well as bargaining power by the collective Global South or conceptual Global South against, of course, the Global North. Not exactly in an antagonistic way, but to level the playing field that is going to be just and fair.
China has been providing consistent political and economic support to the G77 since 1994, but is not a member.
It is an opportunity for Uganda.
This year's summit theme chosen by the host Uganda is to reduce the widening gap between rich and poor nations.
So the notion which is around the theme which you develop is to ensure, first and foremost, that the least developed are assisted in the journey and path of growth by the more developed, but more importantly, that it is recognized that the group will have achieved if the least developed are also lifted.
Another major goal here, promoting respect for national sovereignty while addressing financial needs. The G77 is viewed by some as a counter to the G7. That's the organization that represents the world's most developed economies. While the countries here may not be the wealthiest in terms of GDP, together they have the most resources, a fact that gives them great power when they come together. Dorsa, Jabbari, Al Jazeera, Kampala.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.